What's up people, welcome back to Internash. I'm super pumped to make this video because last week I finished my masters in Australia. 2 years and $80,000 later, I'm making this video for you guys so that I can tell you what are the things that you can take care of while doing masters so that you have the best life in Australia. So if you guys are coming to Australia to study masters, this video is just for you. So, check it out. Before we get into the video, I have to tell you guys that if you're new to this channel, then we make all the videos for international students who are planning to come to Australia or who are already in Australia. So you will find all the videos like how to get accommodation, how to get a job, how is masters in Australia. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Getting back to the video, the first question that everybody has is, how is masters in Australia? How hard it is? And that's why we're telling you that guys, you will easily be able to work 20 hours a week and study your masters. Now I'm not saying it's super easy, I'm not saying that it's a piece of cake, you just have to study for 1 or 2 days and then you'll pass. It's not like that, but it depends on what course you're studying. Business courses are generally easy, engineering courses are a little bit hard, so it's up to you, but ultimately you will have to study. It's not a cakewalk that basically you just go to classes or not go to classes, do your assignment, and then if you go to exams you'll pass. So when it comes to studies, it's not extremely difficult, but you just have to have certain amount of concentration. The second thing is, there are 3 kinds of people who come to Australia, 3 kinds of students. First is one who come here for exposure. Second is who come here to make more money, and third is who come here to actually settle in Australia. And we are going to cover all these 3 kind of people. If I talk about myself, I had elements of all these 3 things when I came to study masters in Australia. The first thing is for the exposure. A lot of people have in their head, like I had in my head, that when I actually start my university, I'll have people from like 50 different countries and I'll make friends from like 40 different countries and things like that. But it's really heartbreaking when you come here that literally 30 to 40% of the audience in any of the university across Australia is going to be Indians or from Indian subcontinent. So basically Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, Nepal, and from those countries. And other 30 to 40% of the students are going to be Chinese, because out of 100% international students, almost 32% students are from China. So that's going to be your demographics, and the rest 40 or whatever percent that is left are going to be students from other countries. So if you want to make friends from different countries, you really have to work hard for that. You'll have to be outgoing, you'll have to talk to them. Only then you'll be able to make friends with them. Having said that, I have seen that a lot of students who come to Australia, including myself, we find that things are very uncomfortable. We are living out of our country, we are living in whole new country, doing everything by ourselves. That's why it's extremely easy to stay with the people who are like us, who look like us, who have similar habits, and that's why we end up living and hanging out with people who are from our countries or countries alike. That's not really great way to have the exposure. So if you're outgoing, if you're going to go and talk to other people, everybody loves it when somebody comes and talk to us. So that's why just do that and you'll make friends from almost all the countries in the world. Moving on to point number 2, and that is people come to Australia for their masters to make more money. Well, I've been guilty of this, and guys, it is not that easy. One of the things abroad that we have seen in universities, especially in India, that is that universities work hard to get you a job. They have something called placement cell. Well, in Australia, there is no concept like placement cells. Universities are not going to work hard for you to get a job. You will have to work hard. You will have to network. You will have to find internships and everything. Various universities actually help you get internships, but they do not guarantee jobs. There is no benchmark that this university gives this much placements, which is just a thing in Australia. So if you're thinking that you're going to study in this university and get a job in XYZ company, well, it's not going to be that easy. So you'll have to network really hard. You'll have to meet people. You'll have to attend these events and network your way to get a job, and universities are not going to help you. But at the same time, Australia has almost every multinational company here. Australia is one of the developed countries. So if you really work hard to get a job, it's not hard to get a job. Like I myself have really done some decent jobs while studying in my field, like marketing field, and that's why I'm telling you, a lot of students that I know have actually end up getting a job in the company that they were doing internships in the company that they were doing their part-time jobs in. So it is definitely hard, but not impossible. So that's all you'll have to do. If you do that, then you'll be able to make really good money. Moving on to point number 3, and that is whether masters is going to lead to PR or not. Now, masters, just because you have done masters in Australia does not mean that you're going to get the permanent residency. Why is that? Is because ultimately Australia needs certain people from certain occupations. So if whatever you're studying falls under that occupation, then you get the permanent residency. Just to give you an example, majority of the engineering courses, they need a lot of engineers in Australia. So if you're coming for masters, if you have done bachelors, then you get that assessed. Or you're coming for master's specific engineering, then if that occupation is needed by Australian government, then your chances to get the PR increases. One of the things that a lot of people come here to do is accountancy or MBA. So basically that would fall under accountants, and there is a problem of demand supply. There is a lot of supply and less demand. That's why the points have gone up really high, and that's why a lot of accountants need 85 or 90 points from what the government published last. That's why it is really hard to get 90 points, and only when you get 85 or 90 points you get your permanent residency. So if you are one of those people who think that just because you're going to do your masters, that's why you're going to do your PR, well, you should check the occupation list. Only then you'll be able to know whether you'll be able to get PR easily or not. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video helpful, you can hit the like button and write in the comment which was the part that you really liked the most or found informative. We would love if you can share this video with any of your friends who are actually planning to study abroad. Well, that's it for today. See you in the next video.